All right. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Sasquatch Watch Radio. Looks like we already got a bunch of people here in the chat, so I want to thank each and every one of you. Got Buttworm in there, Jay Fritz, Gary Kendrick. Of course, got Henry. Henry's on here and on the chat. And Jeffy Smith, y'all, great to see you. I'm sure more will be piling in because I'm watching the number rise. So, Henry May, how have you been doing, man? Looks like we got a delay. I saw you move. I think Henry's having some internet issues down south. We'll wait and see if he comes back on. Yeah, it's buffering. Yep, there he goes. Got the white circle of death. So he'll keep trying to log in and make it work. How about it now, Henry? You got it?
Hopefully.
There you go. I heard that. How have you been? Well, we'll have to wait and see if you can get it working there. That's okay. While we're waiting on Henry to get it all working, we can have a chat room discussion. Or if somebody wants to kind of join us, I can also invite someone else to join in the conversation. If anybody is brave enough to do so, I can send you a link. Well, it looks like we lost Henry. Yeah, I think I told him to turn off some of the programs that he might have running in the background. It may be what the problem is. But yeah, just speak up in the chat if you just want to come on, and I can bring you on the show, send you a link and bring you in. If you got, send it to you by Facebook or email. But anyway, I was actually running a little late today, so thank goodness I made it back. Hope everybody's doing good. Waiting for our guest to get his issues worked out on his end. But who all here, since we got some people in the chat, who all here went to the Ohio Bigfoot Conference? Anybody? Oh, I see Gary. Gary went to the Smoky Mountain Bigfoot Festival. Did you enjoy it, Gary? If you want to, I'll bring you on here. You just let me know if you want me to do that. You can tell us about it. While we wait on Henry. All right, I'm getting ready to send you a link. Bear with me a second. And see if it'll work. It says an error occurred. Doesn't that figure? Let's try this. Do this. And I'll find you in here. And there we go. All right, I sent you the link, Gary, if you want to join us. You can tell us about that Bigfoot festival over there in the Smoky Mountain. If anybody else wants to come on, feel free to chime up, because I think we can have up to 4 or 5 in here. I want to thank all my loyal listeners that's in here all the time. I appreciate you guys coming in here, even when we have some technical issues. All right, let's see. I'm trying to pull you up, Henry. I'm seeing if it'll work. Let's see. Yeah, it's just not pulling you up, Henry. It keeps going in a circle. If anybody else wants to come in, just let me know. I don't have a problem sending you a link.
Yeah.
Oh,
Please works.
All right, I think I hear you.
Storm. May I have trouble.
That's probably what happened if you got any storms. Been some bad storms lately. Sorry, Henry. If we can't get it working, we can always reschedule for another time if we have to. Hello, Tennessee Cherokee. Good to see you. All right, Gary doesn't have the link yet to come on with us. Did you check your messenger, Gary? I sent it on your messenger. Yeah, we can try that, Jay. That might be a good idea. See if it works. Can you hear us, Henry?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you every now and then. Man, Henry, you're not going to be able to hear the funny songs we made for you. Let's see.
Okay.
All right, I heard you a little bit, Henry.
Okay, I closed everything on my browser. I got like 3 tabs open.
Okay, I'm hearing a little bit more of you this now. So it might be somewhat working. All right, let me see here. Let's see. Go in here. Oh, come on. This thing is messing up. Yeah, I think, I mean, we got a storm here, but there's no lightning or anything like that. I'm trying to send you the link, Gary, but for some reason it doesn't want to send it to you. All right, let me try this. Okay, I just sent it again, Gary, so maybe you got it that time. Henry, are you still there? Can you hear us?
I hear you.
Okay, I do. All right, I hear you. So we'll see how far we can get. So how have you been doing, Henry?
I've been doing good. How have you been doing?
I've been doing just fine. We haven't seen each other in forever.
Since 2010.
I know, it's been a long time. So,
Has been.
yeah, oh yeah. So, as everyone knows, we consider you the encyclopedia of Bigfoot. I think you've been coined that many times. So, what do you got new that's going on? Are you doing anything new, reviewing any books or anything?
Well, I'm still with the Sasquatch Experience. We started that back up in 2020.
Okay.
And we got a few new co-hosts.
Okay.
Plus, I'm still doing a Crypto Corner on YouTube.
Yep. Okay.
And I started something new a few weeks ago, a month ago, called UFO Corner.
Oh, okay.
Discuss different UFO cases and things like that. Yeah.
Nice. Now, is that something you've always had an interest in?
Oh, yeah, because I saw a bright light in the sky back in the 90s. It was 2 hours before sunset. It was a bright light. It was cloudy that day, too.
Okay.
Like the star. It wasn't a helicopter. It wasn't a plane.
Got it. And so, how long have you been doing that now? When did you start that?
That's just a month ago.
Oh, so it's real recent. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if you can still hear us, are you planning on going to any Bigfoot events soon, or any in your future?
Probably not this year. I probably won't be seen this year.
Okay. All right. Oh, I think we lost him. Must be having some real big storms down that way. Thank you, Tennessee Cherokee. All the likes do help. Thank you very much. Matter of fact, let me put the ticker up there. That helps too. You know, anybody that subscribes to the Sasquatch Watch Radio channel on YouTube. But by the way, there's no cost just because it's called a subscription. There's no cost for that. So it's a subscribe, and then that way you can see all of the archives, because I've got all the archives on there and all. So okay, I think we got Henry back.
Kind of order.
All right, I hear you a little bit. Oh, I think I lost you again. Yeah, they must be having some bad storms. All we have here is rain. It came back in rain today, so not anything really going on here. Yeah, you're coming back on and off, Henry. Oh, Allison said it's raining hard down her way. Yeah, I hit a couple bad spots coming back, but it was long 66. I'm not really getting nothing but some showers here. So let's see. Gary's going to switch to his laptop, and Henry, if we can get your audio going. We lost Henry again. Sorry about this, folks. It's kind of out of our control. You know, if the internet doesn't cooperate with us, we're kind of in a spot, ain't we? Technology. Henry J. Fritz said you can send some of that rain over to Central Florida. He needs some. Don't you wish we could do that? Just snap our finger and send the rain somewhere else. It'd be nice. Doesn't work that way. I guess we need one of them weather control machines.
Yeah.
There's Henry's back for the moment. Oh, wow, Pete, you even got rain up there, man. It might be raining all over the U.S. You got some rain up that way. Wow. Try your audio now, Henry. See if we can hear you. Hey, there's another stranger that just rolled into the studio.
Hello, Billy.
Hey, it looks like the bearded guy back there.
Yeah, Santa Claus Part 2.
We're trying to get Henry's audio to work.
I don't know about anywhere else, but we're in the middle of a big storm right here. There was we live probably about a half mile from the lake.
Yeah,
we had scud clouds over the lake and everything. It's been pretty rough.
Yeah, Pete said it's raining up in Billings, Montana, and Allison said it's raining real hard where she's at. So
there's only 3 seasons in Montana. You have dust, snow, and mud. That's it.
All right, let me see here. Allison said something. While we were waiting, I found an interesting on a podcast I was listening to. Noted orb and Bigfoot often seen on land with lots of quartz. I'm going to look into that more. Okay. Definitely nothing wrong with looking into that.
I'd say that's a good move because where Allison lives at, there's a plenty of quartz.
Yeah, I'm sure. I know we got a lot around here too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like I said, me and my wife, we went to Townsend, Tennessee over the weekend for the Smoky Mountain Bigfoot Festival. This is their 3rd year that me and her went. It's an excellent festival. If anybody gets a chance, they do a lot of good work up there. The parking is kind of expensive, but the proceeds go to help the Townsend Fire Department.
Okay.
They get all the parking money.
What kind of speakers did they have? Who they have out there?
This year we had Ron Moorhead.
Mm-hmm.
They had the Mountain Monsters, Russell Accord, the crypto linguist that worked with Ron. I'm trying to think of his name now.
Oh, yeah.
God, it escapes me. He had a good lecture too.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
That aggravates me to death. I'm gonna have to
I
look.
know.
But excellent speakers. The weather was kind of bad.
Yeah.
It had been raining, and there was quite a bit of mud involved. But it's always a good festival.
All right, help us out, Henry. Who's the linguist with Ron Moorhead?
R. Scott Nelson.
That's it. Yep.
Ron Moorhead, Russell Accord, Ronnie LeBlanc. That was an excellent. He done the Travel Channel Expedition Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Of course, they had the Turtle Man.
Yep.
And R. Scott Nelson and Diamond Jim Broadwine.
Okay.
They have plenty of vendors. I'm talking about, man, some really, really nice stuff. I've kind of got in a bad habit. Every year that we go, I end up buying a handmade coffee mug. They have glazed coffee mugs. And they're phenomenal. I'll show you the one I got this year. Hang on just one second.
Yeah, get it. We want to see it. All right, Henry, let's try it now.
I hear you.
Hear you every now and then. Oh, nice.
The one I got last year was purple, and it had a Bigfoot face in the middle of it. And the one I got the first year that me and her went was it's brown, and it had I believe with a little Bigfoot walking across it.
Yeah.
But they have excellent vendors. This was $20. I mean, the prices are good.
Yep.
Nobody's making a killing on any of their stuff. It's been a really good festival. I really enjoy it. It's not that far for us. It's only about 3 hours.
Okay.
But anybody, that's near Tennessee, or is really interested in it, it's an excellent opportunity.
Okay.
Excellent opportunity. And of course, there have been quite a few sightings around the Smoky Mountain National Forest.
Mm-hmm.
Klingman's Dome had probably one of the best that I've heard. And I heard it on a podcast that I listened to, Sasquatch Chronicles. I'm not trying to drop any names or nothing, but
no, that's all right. We ain't got no competition here, Gary. We're not competing.
But man, it was awesome. The guy was a young college student, and he was working to try to pay off some of his college debt, I guess. And they were around Klingman's Dome I think it's in the Cherokee National Forest. And there was 2 hikers that had went in, and nobody had heard from them, and there was a huge snowstorm going on. And so they sent these college guys up to search for them as the search party.
Yep.
And unbeknownst to the college guys, by the time they got up the mountain, the snow was, a couple feet deep, and it was bad. You know how things get in the mountains.
Oh yeah.
And they made it to it was a ranger's cabin, and they got into the ranger's cabin, got warm, had some food, and something started stalking around the cabin, and it was hitting the cabin. And it was a really interesting story. I can't remember the guy's name that had it, but there's been a lot of stuff going on in the Smoky Mountains up there.
No, I bet. All right, try to give us some voice there, Henry. Let's see if we can hear you. Yeah, I only hear you. Only hear parts of what you're saying. Tennessee Cherokee, if you want to do a round table, if you want to, let's see, I think I can send you a private message if you want to join us in a round table discussion.
Tennessee Cherokee.
Yeah, let me see if I can send him. Well, it's up to you. I don't know. I don't know if he wants people knowing his email or his. I don't know if I've got you on my messenger or not.
I can speak a little bit of Cherokee. I've learned a little bit over the years.
Have you?
Yeah. Cherokee, written in Cherokee, is funny. It's 3 letters.
Oh, yeah.
According to the syllabus, you've seen it a million times. I always used to throw it in on my signature. But to say hello in Cherokee, you say "Shay yo."
Say yo.
And the word Cherokee is sagale.
Sagale.
Yeah, sagale. Cherokee is kind of an unusual language. It's spoken. It's not really spoken. It's almost sung the way they say it.
Yeah.
I love to hear fluent Cherokee. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
My video goes off. I'm still here. Because I'm going to look and see. I can't remember if I have Tennessee. Do I have him? I don't think. I'm not sure if I have him on there or not.
And, talking about the Smoky Mountain Bigfoot Festival, of course, everybody that I meet, I tell them, they say, "Are you with a group?" And I said, "Yes, Sasquatch Watch of Virginia." And they say, "Oh, hey, Billy Willard's group. Good guy." Everybody.
Well, I probably have forgotten too many, though.
Yeah, it's kind of sad. It's kind of sad to see some of the guys, that you've idolized over the years. They're getting older, and you're starting. Yep. You can see it.
Yeah.
But it's still wonderful to listen to the speakers. The information is phenomenal. One thing that Ron Moorhead talked about during his lecture was he said that there's one part in the Sierra Sounds where he mimics Bigfoot.
Mm-hmm. And
he says he wished he'd never done that. He firmly believes that if he had spoken to it in English, that it had something to tell.
I heard you laughing, Henry. You remember that joke. Henry, we used to make that joke. Henry got lost in Chicago. He was coming up to the Ohio Bigfoot Conference, and somehow or another he ended up in Chicago.
Good Lord. I always say when you're in the woods, carry a little friend with you, and if you're in Chicago, carry 2.
That's right. Oh, man. Oh, well. All right. So Tennessee Cherokee. I'm going to leave it up to you. Do you want to put your email or your contact, if you have Facebook? If you want to put it on there, I can send you a link where you can come on here and we'll all have a round table. I haven't done that since I started the show back.
I'm all about round tables. I'm kind of round myself.
Yeah, me too. The doctor doesn't want me to be round.
Oh, tell me about it.
Yeah, he always tells me.
Yeah, I see the Veterans Administration doctors, and they're really hip on you not being round. I'll tell you that now.
Well, if I hear the word Mediterranean diet one more time, I think I'm going to smack somebody.
Yeah. Yeah.
I said, yeah. I said, I like seafood. I see food and I eat it.
That's exactly right. And some of that stuff, the Mediterranean diet is about is not food. It looks like something that food might eat, but it's not food.
Right. All right. Well, you know what? I know Henry. I think Henry can hear us. So we're going to at least play these two songs that AI made about Henry May. So we're gonna have some fun. All right. What should I play? What should I play first? Should I play the country version or the pop version?
Oh, let's go country.
You want to go country?
Yeah.
All right, Henry. Here's a country song about you.
Well, old Henry May from Mississippi. He's a man on a mission, got his eyes on a legend, spending his days and nights neath its southern moon, researching Sasquatch like it's his little canoe. He's got his maps and his cameras, the whole 9 yards, trekking through the backwoods, searching them swamps so hard. With a heart full of passion and a pocket full of dreams, he's got Sasquatch on his mind, so it seems. Through the hills and valleys he roams alone, taking notes and making casts of footprints. Unknown folks in town think he's out there just plain crazy, but old Henry knows there's more to this story, yes maybe.
I tell you.
That's the best song yet, Billy.
I tell you, Henry. I don't know though. They might be right about the crazy Henry. Henry ended up in Chicago. Yeah, they could have something there. All right. For all those pop rock, or actually, I think it's alternative pop or something. For all those pop lovers, here we go with the next one.
Henry May from Mississippi, on a quest for Sasquatch mystery, through the forest day and night, with his flashlight shining bright, climbing mountains, searching high, looking for footprints in the sky. In his tent he stays awake, listening for the creatures quake. Henry's got his camera ready, capturing evidence. He's always steady through the swamps and muddy ground, traces of the Sasquatch he's found. Yes, found. Capturing evidence, he's always steady through the swamps and muddy ground, traces of the Sasquatch
Henry May, you've been holding out on us. You found Sasquatch. It says so in the song, and AI's never wrong.
That's right. That sounded like an old Beatles song.
I do want to know how you found the footprints in the sky, though. That I want to know.
Hey, that was a good one.
Yeah,
There we go. Now we hear
it's
you.
fun.
The storm must be clearing up down there. All
Henry,
right.
you know what they say? If God sends you a boat in the middle of a flood, get on it.
That's for sure. Usually it means something important, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. We had to
All right.
rescue my dad twice 2 years ago during a flood.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He refused to leave the first time, and the second day we had to get him.
Yeah.
Thought it may end up in a fist fight, but
All right. Tennessee Cherokee said, there's my address. I don't see nothing.
address unknown.
I guess that's what he means.
Mhm.
There it is. That's it. That's all you get. Unless he sent it to me or something on Facebook. I don't see it. Okay. Oh, well. Now, Henry, we had fun with those songs. I hope you enjoyed them. At least if you didn't get to hear them all, you'll be able to listen to them on the archive. They're pretty good, especially that first one.
Yeah, that first one, that was rocking. That's probably the best one yet.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna keep doing the country ones. They're good.
Yeah, that was awesome. You know, going back to what Allison was talking about with the quartz, I've read a little bit about quartz, and quartz can hold an electrical charge.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yep.
And I'm kind of curious about that with I've thought about this for a long time, the light situation that we've talked about. But I wonder if that might just be the quartz discharging energy.
Right.
That's another possibility.
Don't know. You know, it's funny. You watch some of them shows and stuff on TV, with those documentaries and stuff on the Egyptians and pyramids. You know, they claim that they think they found proof that some of them pyramids were able to generate electricity.
I know there's been a lot of talk about, I think they call it the Baghdad battery that they found. And it is capable of creating electricity, but it's not in any great quantity.
Right.
So it would probably take, a couple hundred of them to run a light bulb, I'd say.
Yeah.
But that one, you see it in the Egyptian pyramid, where they've got that, it looks like a light bulb.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of makes you wonder,
Yeah. Yep. Never know.
They had something going, because you can't hardly pick up a 50-ton stone and move it.
Right. Right. Yeah, they definitely had something going on out there, that's for sure. I don't know if we'll ever have that answer.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's something, too, that I've been kind of looking at recently, too, is infrasound. I know we've had a couple people say that they can feel it. I can't say that I've ever felt it or anything like that, but it's kind of funny. People that have infrasound reactions, it almost seems like poltergeist activity.
Okay, yeah.
And that is absolutely fascinating to me. I don't understand the principles of how it works or anything like that. I know tigers use it as part of their hunting tactics to kind of stun prey. And I know elephants use it as long distance communication. But it's pretty wild when you think about it.
Yeah. Yeah, Henry said he gave up. We'll reschedule for Henry. Poor Henry. Yeah, I know he was having a tough time with it.
Yeah, the storm's been really bad. I can't imagine what it's like in Mississippi right now.
Yeah. Yeah, they've been bad. A lot of places have been getting some bad storms. So
I know there's been a couple tornadoes hit down in Kentucky.
yeah.
It did sound like the Beatles.
Yep. I think it did too. So much for it. So now I guess we call the Beatles alternative.
Or maybe the alternative has finally come around.
Right. I tell you, I was looking at that thing, that Music Maker, and they have music genres I've never even heard of before. I'm like, what is that?
Yeah, I can't. I'm like that old thing they had on TV that time. I like both kinds of music, country and Western.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Jay, I am using what's called StreamYard. StreamYard is a program that can stream to YouTube and Facebook and all of them simultaneously.
It seems to be a pretty good program.
Yeah, it works good. I think Henry was just definitely having some issues down there with the internet, probably from them storms.
Yeah, I guarantee it.
So, JC, you've had 3 tornadoes there. Well, I know that Ohio and all those areas have been getting hit out there in the Midwest.
Kentucky's had a few right here close.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, and, we're typically pretty safe in the mountains, because they really don't have a very good success of forming. But, you got somewhere where it's flat.
I'm pretty sure they said it was straight line winds, but some of the evidence that I've seen of it doesn't much look like straight line winds to me. But we had a big storm last year, and it was wow.
Yeah.
There was in like 1 mile of road, and of course this is back in the mountains, but there was 200 trees down in 1 mile.
Yep.
It blew the underpinning out from underneath my son's trailer.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it'll do that.
Yeah.
And thank God if you hopefully got that trailer strapped down real good.
Well, it made it. So.
Jay had a sighting 19 miles from LBL. Where's LBL? Where's that at? You're going to have to tell us, Jay, where's LBL? I'm trying to think of that acronym, what it means.
Only thing I can come up with is Long Beach Lagoon.
I was in Long Beach not too long ago.
When I lived in California, Long Beach was rough territory.
Oh yeah. He's saying his address is 2 posts above. Okay. Let me search for it and see where he's posting it at, because it's not showing up. For some reason, it's not showing up on our chat. See if I can find it here. Where? Are you still able to see me when I switch?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. Let's see if I can figure out where he's posting it at. Not seeing it for some reason. Oh well. I'm not sure.
Is the Tennessee Cherokee from Tennessee?
I'm assuming. Let's see here. Trying to look through all the comments on all the other pages, because there's like several chat rooms. And sometimes they don't all connect to the studio. Oh, Western Kentucky.
Western Kentucky.
Oh, land between the lakes. Got it.
Wow.
Got it.
I've actually heard several sightings from the land between the lakes.
Yeah. Let's see. Let me try going into my website and see if maybe there's some kind of chat in there. Let's see. Nope, I don't see it in there. Oh, I know another place he might be putting it. Maybe he's putting it on YouTube. Let's go over there and take a look here.
Yeah, I used to hide on Facebook, and then you said Facebook wouldn't let you do it anymore, so I had to switch.
Yeah, it won't. It's weird how it does that. Let me go in here and see if maybe he posted it. I don't see it there. Is it in here? I'm sorry, I'm looking though. I'm looking. I don't see it. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah. Yeah. That might be it. Jay. He might be still using AOL.
Surely Mississippi has caught up since then.
Yeah, chicken wire probably wouldn't carry a signal very well, JC. You know,
It'll carry some electricity, I'll tell you that now.
All right. Well, so we lost Henry, so we'll just all right, look above, you'll see my email address. For some reason I'm not seeing it, Tennessee Cherokee. I don't know why, but it's not showing up in the chat that's on this platform. But it's showing that you're watching us on YouTube. So when I go over to YouTube, I'm looking for the chat in there. I'm trying to figure out where it's at. Let me try this. I'm going to try a little trick. All right, let's do this. Okay. I'm gonna take Jay's suggestion, and I'm gonna post it right here in the chat. Just keep in mind that not everybody will be able to get in if you decide to try, because I think it'll only allow like 4 or 5 to pop in. So there's the link if you want to come into the studio and have a round table discussion.
I was looking through the Facebook chat to see if I could see, but
Yep, there it is, folks. That's the link right there if you want to join us in here. I guess you just copy that and put it right into your search, your address bar up there. Oh, here comes Jay. Here comes Jay. Jay, what's going on, man?
Okay, it's the first time I've done this on this new iPad I got. I hope I ain't too loud.
Well, hey, it's working.
Is it too loud?
No, you're perfect.
good to go.
Sometimes I wonder if mine's too loud. So you had a sighting down Land of the Lakes.
I'm getting a little bit of a delay, but yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Tennessee Cherokee, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, how you doing there?
I'm doing just fine. Good to have you guys on. This is
Well,
exciting.
I'm sorry things didn't turn out good for you tonight.
Well, it happens. There ain't nothing we can do about it.
Nope, that's you're right.
The
Hello.
show must go
Hello,
on.
everybody else.
Yep, exactly. So where are you at down in Tennessee?
I'm in a pretty unique area here. I'm 14 miles from North Mississippi
Okay.
and about 40 miles from Northwest Alabama.
Oh, nice.
I'm sitting right. If you were to look at where Tennessee and Mississippi and Alabama come together, right there, I'm in McNairy County.
Okay.
Sweet.
All right.
Well, Buford Pusser's old home.
Okay.
Buford Pusser. I haven't heard that in a long time.
Yeah, that's where he was from, this county. Yep.
Nice. Oh, we
Yeah,
lost
I just
Jay.
want to set the record straight on that man, though, because my dad was a constable down in Mississippi, in Karnes, Mississippi. And my dad told me I was working at a grocery store back when I was in high school, and on a Sunday, and Buford used to come in there every Sunday, used to come up there, drive his Corvette that he got killed in up there, and he'd come in there and get a pack of cigarettes and a pack of gum. And I was telling my dad about it. He said, son, I said, he's a big old man, Dad. I said, he's about 6'5" or 6'6", you know.
Mm-hmm.
I said, you can see where he's had surgery on his face, where they shot most of his jaw off and everything. And Dad said, don't believe nothing that some bitch says, Brian. He said he's as crooked as the people up there he's busting up there for making liquor and stuff.
Yeah.
He would just cop on the take.
Yep.
That's all he was. And they made all these movies about him and this, that, and the other. My ex-wife went to school with Buford's oldest daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, she used to spend the night with them, you know, back and forth. The girls did. And he was just an outlaw, man. He wasn't nothing. He wasn't nothing like. I mean, they've got a festival over there in Adamsville in May. It's for law enforcement officers. They all go over there and they hand them a trophy every year over there.
Yeah.
Yep. That's the history of this county here. But I'm in a good spot.
Yeah.
But I've been fortunate. I've had some good friends that you know were interested in getting out looking for these things in the woods, and
Mm-hmm.
and I used to be a co-host with Hawk Spearman and Jeff Smith on Hawk Show way back. And then I was co-host with Lori Phillips on her show.
Yep.
When her show got stolen from her.
Right.
They ran in there and tried to run roughshod over Lori, and they went in there and changed the password and stuff on Blog Talk Radio and locked her out of her own damn show.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Sorry,
man.
I had something running in the background. I'm sorry.
Some of them Bigfoot outlaws out there. You know what I'm talking about.
There's a bunch of them.
Yeah, that's the ones that did it.
Yeah, I tell you, the old Blog Talk days.
Yeah. Do you remember the Pal Talk days?
Oh, yeah. I remember Pal Talk. I remember we used to get on Yahoo chats and, all types of stuff.
Oh, man, the old dial-up modems.
Yep. Yeah.
About the time you got on there, you get kicked out.
Yeah, pretty much.
You have to start all over. Jay, how are you, buddy?
I'm okay. I'm okie dokie.
And Gary?
Howdy.
Been enjoying listening to y'all.
Tennessee, question for you. Are you Cherokee yourself?
Well, yeah, I'm over 1/16. My great grandfather was full blood.
I'm a quarter Cherokee on my mom's side.
Yeah.
And I'm a quarter Cherokee and Shawnee mixed on my dad's side.
Wow.
So we have a lot of native blood in our family.
Yep. Where do you live, Gary?
I live in the southwestern section of Virginia. Everybody makes fun of my accent, but I live close to Kentucky, close to Tennessee, and close to West Virginia.
Yep. Tennessee is I think it touches 8 states.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of Kingsport, Tennessee?
Oh yeah, man.
I'm probably about hour and 45 minutes out of Kingsport.
That's extreme East Tennessee.
Yeah.
Got
Yeah.
a big power plant there.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you know,
Yeah.
Yep.
Kodak.
most
East
folks
and
don't
Kodak.
realize north to south Tennessee isn't but just a little over 100 miles north to south.
Yeah, it's
But
not very
you
wide.
start
but
going east to west, you're talking about 600 miles.
You're long. That's a
Long way.
trip.
Yep.
I remember one time I working for a guy, and he had me go pick up an engine, and I had to go all the way down to Memphis. Let me tell you what, I was like, "Is this state ever going to end?"
It just goes on and on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which we
It
got
does.
it kind of lucky. We can cut down through Tennessee, down into North Carolina, and down that
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in a good position there.
Yeah, we live right up here in the mountains.
Yeah.
Beautiful up here. Jay,
Yeah.
I wanted to hear about your sighting that you had at the Land Between the Lakes.
Actually, it wasn't. It was my family. We own 2,400 acres in a little town called Cadiz, Kentucky, which is 19 pounds. Land Between the Lakes wasn't even impounded when I had my site encounter, but it just makes it so much easier to say that area.
Yeah.
A lot of people know there. Yeah, we had 2,400 acres, and we leased a lot of acreage too back in those days. And my sighting was actually on we had 836 property acres, and that's what we had, and we leased the rest of it. And the buddy across, we had a big ridge line. The neighbor across the road, it was a little rise on the ridge line, and I always squirrel hunted up in them woods when he was a kid. Ran around those woods ever since I was a little bitty thing. Now, this happened to me in August of 1966, so this was a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
And it was squirrel season came in on the 17th that year, and I went on the 17th, 18th, and then on the 19th, I got up early and went, and I was sitting on a log. Had this big old, y'all know what a gumball tree is?
Yeah.
Old gumball is, they got that real bitter nut inside. We can't eat them, but squirrels love them friggin' things. We had a great big old gumball tree, and there was a stump that I always sat on about 12 feet from that tree, right off of of course, kids, when we was young guys, we had trails to them woods and everything, and we still rode our motorcycles from one side of the woods to the other side to Buddy's house and stuff like that. And I just turned 18 years old. I was sitting there on a stump, just breaking day, I mean. And when I got in there, I heard these pigs. We had wild pigs in that area.
Mm-hmm.
But never saw them on the ridge line. They was always down on the creek bottom down there. We had a creek that actually was a double creek that fed into each other and went down on the little river, which goes into the Cumberland River back in those days. It turned out to be Barkley Lake now. But I was sitting on a stump and I heard them pigs squealing off in the distance, and it's still dark when I heard them. And about 20 or 30 minutes, I kept getting closer and closer. And there was some brush to my left, right and left. And there's a pretty good little stand of saplings to my left. And about 20 minutes went by, just starting to break day. I mean, the sun's just starting to come through the lights. Just, you know how sun streaks through the forest when it first comes up? And it's just streaking through there, and them pigs came flying by me. I mean, there was little ones, and there was big boars and everything. Well, as they're running by, I'm talking about 25 or 30, 40 pigs, and they're making 10 kinds of hell, I mean, noise. And I caught this, I still got real good peripheral vision for a 75-year-old man today. But I caught this in my peripheral vision, this black object. I could see it. And then it went out of my sight in those saplings. And of course, all them pigs had my attention, And all of a sudden, there behind that tree, here this thing was standing. Well, not standing, it was running. I didn't see it face to face because it was running, from my left to the right. And about 3 or 4 seconds, it's gone out of my sight. But I caught a heck of a look at that thing, and it was no bear.
Yeah. Well, no bear running like that.
No.
Bears don't run in a good smooth gait. I've seen bears are the most wobbly looking things when they're up on their feet, and this thing was, I'm not the best on height, I'm about 5'10" myself, but it was a whole lot bigger than I am, I can tell you that. And what got me was the size of its whole body was just big.
Yeah.
Its whole body looked like 2 55-gallon drums.
Yeah.
That's how big this thing was. And it was well over 7 foot tall.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you what brought it to me that I knew I was looking at something other. I never have called it a Sasquatch because back in those days, we didn't, it's 1966. This is before I didn't even know what a Sasquatch was. Never even heard of it,
Yeah.
I was 8.
Uh-oh, Gary done set his alarm off.
I was 18.
Gary, I think that means it's time for you to go to bed, Gary.
That's the police. That's the police and fire scanner.
Jay's talking about these Sasquatch. You got one trying to break in.
Yeah, sounds like it. To make my story short, that's what I saw. I saw this thing come by me. It wasn't 20 feet from me, And
Wow.
what I was going to say was that light coming through those trees, it hit one of them beams of light, hit that thing right on the side of its head, and that thing's right ear was it looked exactly like mine. It didn't have no pointed ear sticking up in the air. And that one thing I did notice, it did not have a coned head. Its head was more rounded. It didn't have one. What little I know about Sasquatches, but that's 1966. I had something running. It wasn't a bear and it wasn't a person. And I've told this people, and I've had people. I never told anybody for over 50 years, but as I've got into YouTube and I've told a few people, and they said, well, maybe somebody was hoaxing you. I said, give me a break. 5:30 in the morning, who's going to get 40 wild pigs to, and come on, give me a break, So that's what
I've heard a lot of accounts where people have seen Sasquatch chasing hogs.
Well, that's what he was chasing. But you know what? And the only thing that I'm going to add to this was that thing, from what I've heard, another thing, other shows and stuff, how fast they are. Of course, I just saw him for, 2 or 3, maybe 4 seconds, and he's in the brush gone away from me. I can't see him no more. All I know is that the woods got quiet, and I sat there on that stump thinking, I got to get out of these woods, and that son of a buck he's running in the exact direction I came into these woods. So I'm doing this survival mode there. I got to find a way out of these woods,
I was lucky. My sighting, I was in a vehicle.
Oh, was you?
And I was only about 3 feet from it.
Oh, wow!
Thank God that I was in the vehicle because I'd have probably filled up my Pampers real quick. But
I don't think I had time to even think about doing something like it. Just thank God. And all I had was a little old 22 pea shooter with me.
Yeah, you wasn't going to do nothing with that.
No, it ain't been the stupidest thing a human being could ever done. That's what happened.
I just make him mad.
Yeah, that's what happened to me.
Well, thank you for sharing that.
That's a good story. I like that.
Yeah.
It has a lot of.
It's not really. It's not a story. I hear guys say the same thing, and I'm gonna tell you the same. You probably need to say when you say they tell you it's a nice story. It's not a story. It's an event. It happened to me.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a real event.
I can argue that.
Yeah, it's an event. Yeah.
And it changes you too.
Oh my God. I couldn't talk about it for the years and years and years. And I came on YouTube. I actually came on YouTube because I love to play golf, see?
Mm-hmm.
And I watch a lot of golf and stuff on here,
Mm-hmm.
And I just started going to seeing YouTube shows, and I'm sorry. I finally just said, I need to talk about this, tell somebody. I don't know if y'all, do you remember, you guys probably said Joe Snyder. He died not long ago. He's from New York. He had his own show. He had a good show. And the first time I ever told it was about 3 years ago. It was on his show. I haven't told it back, but this makes about the 4th time I've actually told it on YouTube.
Okay.
Jay, let me ask you a question. Did you get a close enough look at it to see colors? Could you tell what color the fur was?
It was black. It was black as it was just black as it could be. It was blacker than black.
Could you see any of the skin under the hair?
No. It had a flattish face, as I remember, and this nose was more flattish. It wasn't protruding at all,
I always said it looked like an old boxer. Their nose does. It's been hitting the nose too many times. It's just real.
Well, from a peripheral vision, you can't pick that stuff off. All I know is that it didn't have a protruding nose like a bear or a dog or anything like that. It was just a flattish humanoid type face like ours is. His nose is more like using mine. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you too. You was talking about its gait. That's one thing that I can relate. The one that I saw, you're talking about a bear. When a bear walks, it's real wobbly. Side to side and everything else. But the one that I saw when it walked across the road, it almost looked like it was on roller skates or like it was floating or something. It was just dead smooth.
You know what it reminds of? You seen those cross country skiers?
Yes,
they are.
Yes,
that's the gait to this one. I would put it more like that, like a cross country skier. How smooth it ran so smooth. It was almost like it was in slow motion.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've heard that. We've heard that a lot.
It was huge.
That's probably the best analogy of that I've ever heard. A cross country skier. Yeah.
It was huge. It was whatever it was ungodly huge.
Yeah. Well, I want to thank you guys for coming on and saving the show.
You're welcome.
Billy.
I just bought this new iPad, and I tell you what, you guys are really ugly. It's so clear. It's so clear. It's such a clear picture.
I've been told you can press my face in dough and make gorilla cookies.
I'm just joshing.
Well, that's okay. Now next time you go out on the golf course, you're going to hit a big slice.
Yeah, probably. I broke my ankle. I broke my ankle a year and a half ago, and it just did not heal all right. I'm telling you, I'm having a heck of a time with my ankle. But yeah, I'll get better.
I'll tell you what, the stance is important in golf. That's for sure.
Everything about it. Yeah.
I always wanted to shoot golf, but I could never figure out when they come in season.
Oh my goodness! I guess we'll end on that bad joke, Gary. We'll end on that bad joke.
I'm gonna get off of here because I'm wanting to watch that. They're going to have that space shot going to go off in about 20 minutes, and I want to go watch.
Sounds good, Jay. Thanks.
Hey, good to see you, pal.
Jay.
All right, nice talking to all you gentlemen.
Yep.
Hi, Jay.
Yep. Appreciate it. Thank you, Tennessee, for coming on too. Appreciate it.
Yes, you're very welcome.
Gary, thank you very much for coming on.
Really take care of yourself, pal.
All right, and we'll see y'all next Monday.
All right. Listen, Henry, I'm sorry that you had bad luck, buddy.
We'll reschedule him. He'll be all right.
He'll be fine.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
You guys have a good week, okay?
Yep, you too.
All right.
All right. Good night.
Good night.
All righty, Gary, I'm going to end this show. And
all right.
We'll see you all, I guess, next Monday.
I'll be there.
So I want to go ahead and thank everyone. I'm sure most of the people will be listening to the archive. So just want to thank everybody. Please don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. It helps to get the word out on the show. You know, we're only, what is this, episode number 12. So we've only had 12 shows so far this year. So subscribe to it. Doesn't cost a thing. All you got to do is hit the subscribe button. And it usually shows up down on the bottom corner of the video. So it's real easy to do. So we will see everybody next Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. Y'all have a great week. Good night.
Night, everybody.